Hello, San Antonio and everybody around the world. This is Rita Hernandez, and welcome to Live on Air with Rita show here at Mi Familia at the Rim. Hello, everybody. This is Rita Hernandez, and welcome to Live on Air with Rita show. We're very excited for this 1 hour show premiere special because we're going to be showcasing and highlighting so many amazing people from San Antonio, Texas, and around the world. Our first guest today is a beautiful, lovely woman. She has an amazing business, and I want her to share this with you. So thank you and welcome for being here with us today. And I want you to introduce yourself and tell us all about your business.
So my name is Ana Yorbazo, and I'm with Amanda's Custom Gifts and Photo Booths. I am born and raised here in San Antonio. I have a family of two, my husband, and then my two kids, Amanda, who is 11, and Roger, who is 13, and my husband is Roger. We're both natives here in San Antonio, grew up, went to Brackenridge High School.
What? I went to Brackenridge High School, and I have an Amanda. I have a 28-year-old, and her name's Amanda. So we have a lot of similarities here. I love that. What class?
Class of 98.
Ooh, I'm class of 93, so go Eagles.
Yes, go Eagles.
We soar high. Come on now.
Come on. Woo, woo.
There you go.
And both my husband and I met in high school. We weren't sweethearts in high school until we went to college.
Okay.
And we went to both attended Our Lady of the Lake University, which is where we started dating. And then we shortly after graduation we got married. And
wow! And the rest is history.
The rest is history. I'm going on 18 years now.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Yes,
I love that. I love that story, especially from people from our alma mater and the Eagle family that we get to relish in all the amazing things that we all do together and just having fun in the world. But thank you for being a fellow Eagle and joining us here today. So we're very excited because she has an amazing business, and I want her to share with you all about it. She joined us for one of our markets at Brick at Blue Star, and you were a hit. You were a hit. People were coming through the doors and going directly to where you are. Of course, they were shopping with our vendors, but they saw the backdrop, they saw the bunny, and the bunny was doing a great job going outside and attracting the people. So that's what brought in a lot of the people as well. I was out there trying to be one of those air balloons, trying to attract the people. And once they saw the bunny, they're like, oh my gosh. So I went toward your area and you had a line. You had a line of people ready to take photos with your photo booth. So let's tell everybody about your business and what you do.
Sure. So we started this business last year in April. My daughter was the inspiration to starting our business when she was 10 years old. We threw her big birthday party because the 10 is the big 2 digits. It's a big deal. And she wanted a photo booth for her birthday. And I had no clue about, okay, where do I get a photo booth from? I started checking the prices and everything like that. And I told her, I said, I'm not sure if we're going to get one just yet because I'm already spending on all the money for your whole class to come to the party, right? And she says, Mom, well, why don't we just buy a booth? And we can have it for ourselves and, have it for our other parties. And we always have celebrations with family. We have a huge family. On my husband's side, it's like 20 people alone. So I said, okay, well, let's look into it. And so I told her this is what it takes to get a booth. And she says, I'll put in $500 of my own money. So she's Little Miss Entrepreneur. She's been working since she was 8. So my daughter, so she put in some of her own money, and we said, okay, here we are. And we started doing a couple of markets, just to test the waters. And then one day we took it to my sister-in-law's church, and it was for a fiesta festival that they were having.
So fiesta is a big attraction. So you definitely have a whole bunch of the accessories to kind of the crowns, the glasses, the boas, and so forth.
So we set up there, and everybody loved it. There was a line, and people were asking me, how much is it to rent? And we hadn't really formulated a business plan. It was more of a hobby for us and something cool to do and fun. So over the summer, my husband and I really thought about, okay, let's see what it takes to make this a business. So We invested in more equipment. So from our first booth, we're now up to 7 different booths. We have roamer booths, traditional booths, and 360 photo booths. And we're adding more services, and we're educating ourselves on the industry. We were just in Las Vegas last month for a photo booth expo, and we're excited to expand and offer new services this year. It's going to be a very exciting year for us.
And I love that you do go out to these conferences to further educate yourself and your family to know what the new products are and the different varieties, and just kind of keeping up with the times. I think that's pretty much what it all falls down to. But with everything that you have 7 different types of photo booths. And I know you were going to go over one of them. We'll do that one at the end. But let's see some of the props. She's got like hundreds and hundreds of props that she does bring out too.
So for every type of setup, we can do weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties, team sports. If you have a basketball team, volleyball team, we'll come out. We'll do a team photo shoot. We also do women empowerment. I just did one for Accenture. We did a women empowerment. So I took out signs like this.
Here we go. Look, this is me at the photo booth. That's how I would be taking the photo, like, this is really super cool. So you can kind of pick all the different types. You have some crowns in there, and some boas, and what other items? Glasses. I know you've seen the big glasses on
boas.
There. So this is me right here, y'all.
For this month, we're doing Easter backdrops and photos, and we'll do props like this. The kids love grabbing these from the table and just taking pictures of them.
They're like the, what do you call those peeps?
All the props, not customized, but I bring props to tailor everything. And if I don't have props, we can look at getting some. It's just, pretty much whatever you have in mind. I got all sorts of things.
Yeah, because every month is a different theme, and then it might be just for the theme of the party. So whatever theme that you feel like you want, hey, it's a women's tea party brunch, kind of bring out the lace hats and the gloves, and I think the pearl necklaces. So see, I'm already thinking about, what else to have as far as the type of party. But, that is amazing that you have a variety for everybody to choose from children all the way up to seniors, and just kind of make it fun for everybody. So, of course, on social media, how can they reach you? How can they get a hold of you for more information?
So on social media, on Facebook, we are Amanda's Custom Gifts. That's how we started our original business with my daughter's sublimation items, but we just kind of combined it there. And then we have on Instagram, it's Amanda's Photo Booth, Amanda's _photo booth. And I can be reached at 210-317-8876.
Well, that is definitely a perfect way to get a hold of her. Now, she has one more surprise that she has on the side there. Let's go ahead and put that down. I'm going to kind of put this here. So tell us what this is.
So this is our roamer booth.
The light is perfect.
It's the glam light. So with this light, everybody looks beautiful, flawless. And so what this is, it's one of our booths. It's called the roamer booth. Traditionally, you see photo booths on stands. This one I walk around with. I can walk around with it at a reception. I just used it at a wedding this past weekend. So I can get people sitting at tables, things of that sort. It functions the same way as our traditional booths, except I can walk around and be a little bit more mobile with it.
You can do it right here.
So here we go, and I'll press the button.
Ready.
You'll have a countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
There it is.
That came flawless. Show them. Look.
Perfect.
I'm on fire, y'all. Look at that. I love it. Yeah. So and then how do I get this photo sent over to me?
You click this SMS. I have 2 options. You can put in your cell phone number.
Yeah, I want that for sure.
And hit send, and you're going to receive a text message. It's got a link. You hit the link, download the photo, and you can share it instantly. The other way here is an airdrop. If you're an iPhone user, you can airdrop it to yourself as well. And then lastly, we have a QR code. You can click the QR code, and it will scan that with your phone, and you can download it that way as well.
Wow. So, I love this. I love everything about it. I love, this is perfect. I know when you set up at our market, you had a backdrop, and of course you brought in some of the characters. You brought in the Easter Bunny.
Yes.
And so there's a whole bunch of setup. Just give her a call. Go to her social media. visit her and let her know what you need, and she will set up all her beautiful items for you and your special day. So thank you so much. I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Yes, of course. I mean, everything that we need to do to share and showcase and highlight all of our special businesses that we do work with on a daily basis. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. All right, everybody, we are back, and I have our next wonderful, beautiful guest with us today, the lovely Ana Banda. And she's a true inspiration to me. She's been there by my side for about 2 years now. I mean, we've been friends for a long time on Facebook, but, you know, when you really stepped up to be a part of, you know, Inspiration for Life as a writer and just being a part of the team, I'm also going to be the one to be there for you as well and help showcase and highlight your business. So I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your businesses.
So my name is Ana Banda, and I am in real estate. This is my second career. I am able to work with you guys. So if you have a land listing, I am able to list land and be more in the custom build process.
And you also work with builders, correct?
Yes, correct. So not only can I connect you with land, I'm also working with a lot of vendors and builders that can build on your lot. So this is not like a spec home. This is actually a build on your lot property.
Wow. And I love your story. I know you shared your story from the very beginning, how somebody told you no. Somebody told you you're not going to be somebody. And can you share that with us really quick?
Absolutely, really quick. So when I was 25 years old, I was a single mom. I found myself to be a single parent at the time. I was renting at the time, and I was working. And so I decided, you know what, I think I want to buy a home because I wanted to give my son some stability, right? And my dad always said, you need to buy a house, you need to buy a house. But I didn't know, what do I do? How do I buy a house? I was 25 years old. I did purchase a home, but the boss that I had at the time didn't really quite agree with that. So I did face some racism at the time. So he did tell me that that you're just a woman, you're just a Mexican woman, and I don't know why you're purchasing this home. So from there, I did leave that job. Naturally. Yeah. And then I wasn't even thinking about real estate at the time. I did kind of want to, but I wasn't really thinking about real estate. I did quit that job. I went back and got my degree in psychology and business, and I worked in the healthcare field for a long time. So real estate came after the fact, and I just think it did a whole circle because now I'm in real estate, and now not only am I a Mexican woman, like you said, now I'm able to help other single moms and other, any culture. So to me, it's like, this is the American dream, to own property, to own homes. And that is like my mission, is to just, be there for generational wealth. So I have helped several clients of mine, and they're single moms. They're older in age. I just think it's phenomenal. Like they're buying homes and they're buying land, and they're wanting to, send this out like for the generations to come. So I'm excited about that.
And that's why I wanted you to share that story, because I've heard it before.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful testimony of why you're sitting here today.
Yes.
You didn't let anybody stop you with the words that, are hurtful. Saying you're not going to be somebody, you're not going to get the home, you're not going to accomplish these goals.
Yeah.
As a realtor and working with different builders to fulfill your dreams. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of questions that we can always ask about, how do you get what about your credit score? Mm-hmm. What about, the land? How can, the loan people? There's all those questions, but that's what we want people to reach out to you for.
Correct.
This is more of highlighting who Ana is and what she does, so that you all can be inspired by her story and say, hey, you know what? I want to work with her. I want to work with Ana. We do have an array of other realtors and builders and, artists and, musicians and talent that we're going to be showcasing on our show premiere. But I want people to fall in love with you. I want them to fall in love with your story. Now, I know you have another side hustle. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I do. So one of my side hustles is working Mary Kay business. I love Mary Kay because I did learn a lot. I joined Mary Kay years ago, and I kind of been in and out, but I've always had loyal customers. I love Mary Kay because she's about God first, family second, career third, and I did a lot of training with her, national.
I'll take a look at that.
National
sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at them satin hands.
Yeah. So I wanted to share that it's not just about like women's products. We do have men's line, and we do have like men's cologne.
Wow.
And so these are like one of their top sellers. The Domain is one of our top sellers. And
Wow.
so we do have men's products. And right now I'm using this venture for good, because right now I'm actually running a fundraiser for Miss Rita.
Yes.
So I do have a link for her party, basically, but any purchases this month until the end of the month by the 31st, we're going to be picking up orders, and some of the percentage will go towards Rita's medical bills.
Yes.
And so I'm excited, because that's the least I can do, and I'm like, how do I plug in? How can I help? So that is one of my ventures that I can do, and I can actually help and give back. And so why not? Why not give some of that, profit?
And that's so heartfelt, because I know for me, doing this for you all that are watching right now, it was very hard to just even talk about it. I couldn't even pick up the phone and tell a friend, hey, this is what I'm going through. It was very hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
It took up until February 19th was our conference.
Right.
It took up until that day.
I know, and I didn't know, and I was like, oh my gosh,
day,
I can't believe.
I just literally announced it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't even told my mom, because I was still going through the process of the results, and I didn't know. So that fear just overtook me, and I just didn't want to put it out there, not knowing what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you, using your Mary Kay business as a fundraiser to help with, the funding for my surgery. And,
Mm-hmm.
hence why we're all here today,
Mm-hmm.
watching the show premiere and showcasing all the different businesses, because I want to give back as well. I want to be able to use, my organization and our outreach to help you all,
Right.
and be here as part of the show. We've been doing this for 15 years and 19
Amazing.
years in community outreach. So we're going to continue to be the forefront, the inspiration, the trailblazers, the pioneers in the different things that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue that legacy for my family, my children.
Right.
And I thank you.
Exciting.
I know
that is so exciting, and you are a trailblazer. And I have to just point out that, when we've done the live feeds and I've been co-host, and it's been exciting. My favorite thing to say is, so that you can say, Alexa, play Inspiration for Life. That's like my favorite, because it's like I actually did it one day when you were on live, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it picked up, and you can actually hear her radio station. It's not just the live feed, and that's what I want, like, for people to know. It's not a misconception of just, this is a live feed, we're just out here. No, this is like a global reach. Yes. So I just thank Rita for everything, for being the Mexican woman, Americana, Latina, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm just so proud to be part of anything that you're, the magazine, writing, with you and for your magazine, and I'm just so excited to be part of that journey.
Aww, get a heart for that.
Thank you.
Get a heart for that. And, and again, I truly appreciate that, because, many people know that it takes a lot for me to even put out what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I have several journals and books that are coming out that have actually been published a while back.
Right.
And I literally just posted the link yesterday.
Amazing.
Little things like that. I'm just like, I'll wait to the right time.
She's just so modest, and it's amazing, because I'm like, okay, she's doing this and also this, and it's like, oh my gosh, and she has like sponsorship packages also that I'm like, okay, I'm sure, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like the quality and the exposure and just everything that your experience has is just like, wow.
And even with the business, I couldn't do any of this without being under our title, our main partners. It's Already Done Ministries. And,
yes.
for being that, we're able to be a tax write-off nonprofit and still be able to continue to do the things that we do through donations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, being with It's Already Done Ministries has been a great and amazing help through our journey as well. So, and having your friendship and partnership,
yes,
through all the things that we were on the phone for 2 hours.
I know. I saw like, whoa,
we're doing this. We're doing this. We're going to do this. All right, after my surgery, let me rest, and then I'll come back to work. So, we're going to get it done.
Yes.
But what do you have here? What's this flyer?
Oh, so this is my flyer, one of my flyers. So I do have land listings in Poteet. So I love traveling the hill country, and so one of my passions is that already. Yes. So now it's kind of hand in hand. Now I'm in real estate, so I'm always looking for land. And so so anybody's asking me, hey, do you have land here? Do you have land there? So I do have an actual land listing here in Poteet. I have actually 2, and 2 are coming up. So those are, I love because they don't have restrictions, some of those areas. So I do a lot of my research and homework. So if you guys are looking for land or selling land, I can definitely off market and MLS. So I can assist with that as well.
I took home one of the floor plans that we did for our open mic radio show at your Meet the Builder event.
Yes.
And I took it home with me.
She was so excited. She's like, "Oh, I like this."
This is my future home, y'all.
It was our display.
It was the display. So one of these days, we're going to get our home with Ana Banda, and the builder is going to build us the most beautiful home ever.
Yeah.
So how can we find you on social media?
So on social media, Ana Banda Realtor, Ana Banda, and then of course on the Mary Kay, it's www.marykay.com/Ana Banda Boutique. And I do have that link. We're going to share the link for her fundraiser. So I'm excited about that.
Well, thank you so much, Ana.
Thank you.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl. I love you for everything that you do, your full support, and always being there for Inspiration for Life.
Thank you so much.
So, thank you. All right, everybody, stay tuned for our next guest. All right, everybody, we are back with our next guest, and I have an artist with us today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself and her business.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth with Lamana Designs and Art. I have a background in architecture, art, and have a bachelor's in interior design. I recently, within the past 2 years, have started my own business in art, and I focus primarily on fluid art and digital compositions and jewelry with my original artwork.
Now let's talk about all these amazing art pieces that you have here. Let's start off with this one.
This is a special piece that I made for the Lunar New Year's block party. It took about 25 hours to paint and do the sketching and details.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of details on that one.
This is Gravity. It's a woman holding the moon in her hands. The background is a pour painting, and then I did an overlay of the actual image to combine them together.
Wow.
This is lilac lace. This is a pour painting done with a swipe technique. This is a lilac lace. This is the background for a piece that I'll be showing you in just a little bit. This is a piece that I did showcasing my customization for the loved ones, family members, friends. It takes an image of the eclipse, an image of me from the botanical gardens, and combines them together with the sunset.
Wow, that's a very beautiful piece.
So I can take images, several images, and put them together for you, or I can also take images of my art and put them with a picture of a loved one.
Wow, that's very creative. I love that. What do we have here?
So this is my original artwork. I do it with resin coating to protect it. I do necklaces, keychains, and also earrings.
Wow, beautiful.
This is the piece of Gravity.
Yes. This is the one with the moon.
This is Teal Butterfly. This is a very popular one.
Wow. This is the photo of the one with the moon that she showed earlier, and she put it into a necklace. That is amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
So creative. And again, you have earrings and necklaces and keychains, a little variety there.
Here's just a snap of several of those pieces. This is a special piece I'm working on for Women's Unlimited. This is a little teaser of the art that's going to go in their headquarters.
Wow, that's beautiful.
This is Goddess Estrella. She was featured in a Rich's Art Gallery in Austin, Texas. This is also Deep Sea. This is also used for a different Goddess of the Dawn piece that I have as a background. These pieces are pieces I created for a neurographic art class that I host at Alamo Craft Company.
Okay.
So I just teach people that anyone can be creative, anyone can create, and even if you can't draw, if you can color in something and draw a line, it doesn't have to be straight, you can create art.
And what is this class called again?
It's a neurographic line art, and it's at the Alamo Craft Company. It's where we host classes.
And we look forward to seeing you at many, many more markets to come
Definitely.
through Inspiration for Life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we are back with our next guest, and I'm very excited because we have an array of beautiful people that are on our show, Live on Air with Rita, and we're going to take it away with these two beautiful ladies and telling us all about their businesses.
Yes, my name's Nancy Risher. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Heritage, mother of 7, and I'm loving the career.
Ooh.
I do a lot of rentals, do 124, I just in rentals right now, and I'm loving the business. I love working with people, and I've met this beautiful lady here next to me. But yes, Nancy Risher with Keller Williams Heritage.
All right.
My name is Mary Arzuega, and first and foremost, we serve the Lord Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yes, we do.
And second, I am a mother of 4 children, and I am a loan officer with GFS Home Loans.
All right. Well, these two people are great collaborators, as we call
Yes.
it, the Beauty and Unity.
Yes.
And we've been talking about that, as y'all know, through our conferences and a little bit of everything that we've been doing through our shows for the past several years. I would say 15 years, not several, talking about the Beauty and Unity and the collaboration. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am a realtor. I work with residential. Like I said, I'm with Keller Williams Heritage. We're like the #1 realty in the United States.
Okay.
I do just open houses. I love doing open houses. That's kind of where I'm kind of cutting my teeth, if you will, through open
Okay.
houses. But lately I've been super busy with rentals.
Okay.
So I do a lot of rentals right now. And I've actually probably this week, I go all the way out to Kennedy, Texas.
Oh, there
I'll
you
be
go.
driving out there and showing a house. So I'm pretty busy as I'm learning. I love working with people first and foremost. That's my thing, building relationships. But I can do it all.
There you
Anything
go.
and everything.
So traveling is a key component.
Traveling is fine. I love to travel. And like I said, I have someone that's looking at land out in Kennedy, Texas, and I'm probably taking a drive out there this Friday for that, most likely.
That's a wonderful thing that you get to add on top of your business.
Yes.
Kind of road tripping, but also helping other people find their homes, their future
Absolutely.
homes.
Yes.
Whether they want to buy it, purchase it, sell it, but also rentals. Because
Everything.
that's very important.
New construction's another way to go to. A lot of people are doing new construction because you can buy down right now the points on that. So anything from new construction, working with land, finding land, going out to the outskirts of San Antonio. Again, I just love doing that's what realty is, learning the people, building the relationships, and just doing this journey with,
Yeah.
especially if you're a first-time home buyer, love working with first-time home buyers. Again, I just love meeting people, and give me a call. Love to be your realtor.
And that's the other thing, everybody, with all the education
Yes.
these ladies have, and we're going to get into our next guest as well. The whole purpose of this to showcase and highlight who they are and what they do. So all the big questions as far as like down payments and, you know, what is
Yes.
the interest rates and credit scores, reach out to them personally so they can sit down with you
Absolutely.
and get all that one-on-one, because that'll take up the whole entire show
Yes.
if we do that here right now.
Oh, yeah.
But make sure to please reach out to them if you're interested in purchasing a home, but even for rentals, you know, that's very important
Absolutely.
for people
Yes.
that are starting to build their credit, but they need to find a home, get a rental with her, and then, you know,
Yeah.
build up your
So
credit.
we just,
Yes.
you know, work from then and kind of get you in a plan of, okay, you're in a rental now, but let's work on something getting you into your new first home, and I can do that with you, absolutely.
Yes. Well, you have a collaborator partner
Yes,
that
I
you
do.
can't really, you know, do without. It kind of goes hand
Exactly.
in hand. Now,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I really love educating the buyers about the process. So you talked a lot about renters. It's great to be in a rental. Make sure that you're not stuck in there for a very long time, right?
Right.
Because you want to build that equity. You're already paying for the rental, so you might as well buy a house and make it your own.
Yes.
So we will set a plan for you, get you pre-qualified. If you don't qualify now, we'll figure out a way how to
Yes.
get you pre-qualified in the time frame that is a fit for you.
Yes.
Let you know about all the programs that are available. Let you know about our home buyer workshops. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here for you to get you
Absolutely.
into the home, not only just for that home, but to build a legacy for your family, which is very, very important.
Yes.
And what
I agree.
inspired y'all to kind of get into this world of realty and loan and buying? And
Well, I've been home. I've been a stay-home mom for 30 years, so I'm kind of empty nester now. And I've always wanted to do real estate. So now that the kids are out, so I want to do this. I want to be out there, work with people. I love educating people. as I'm educating people, I'm also educating myself.
That's
So,
key.
yeah, absolutely. So now that I'm here, I'm ready to go, go big or go home, but I'm
There you
here
go.
for the people, here for you. I advocate for the people.
I started a very long time ago, like in the 90s. And
Wow.
so when I first started, I kind of fell into it. I didn't know how to buy a home. And I wanted to educate people on that. And once I learned what it took to get pre-qualified, I wanted to pre-qualify everybody and their mother because I couldn't understand
You're like, I know how to do this now. Let's do it. You get qualified. You get qualified. You get qualified.
Right.
And all
Well, I
of
mean,
you,
like
and the audience gets qualified.
so why rent when you
Everybody.
can buy is always my mindset in the beginning. And I just wanted to educate people, which is, again, why we do the home buyer workshops, why we, are okay with people. It's okay to rent if you know you're going to be there for a certain amount of time. But if you've been renting for more than 3 or 5 years, let's have a one-on-one meeting and figure out, okay, what are those stumbling blocks?
Absolutely.
How can we get you to that next step of your family legacy? Because that is the key factor.
Yeah. And I think it's important that we also share the inspiration behind why somebody does what they do, because somebody in the audience might be thinking, you know what, I might want to be a realtor one day. Or not just that, but claiming to buy a home one of these days. And knowing that, hey, I got a little bit of education, but get more of the education by reaching out to them for sure.
Absolutely.
So now, how can they find you on social media and your website?
You can just find me on Facebook, Nancy Risher. I'm there. I'm not really big on social, but I'm definitely learning it. You're going to see a lot more of me out there.
And you can find me on Facebook as well, Mary Arzuaga-Hernandez. And on there, you'll see a lot of posts about Fiesta with Jesus, which we have every year. And that Fiesta is an all-day event with at least 21 worship bands with speakers, free food, free live music, bounce house, splash pad, zip line. You're going to absolutely love it. We have it every year. This is our third year. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, 830-443-2020. We tie that all together and just build the community. And if you have any questions whatsoever, want to participate, give us a call. We're here to help you grow strong in this community.
I love it, and that's why we're doing some little praise and worship before we started the interview. So you see, we have fun right before we go. We say action. But thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate y'all coming on, sharing, showcasing. And again, just in this little time that I was able to meet them for the first time, I'm really like, when's your next event, girl? And that is the whole thing of why we're trying to do what we do, everybody. Just to get that little bit of inspiration to you all and say, hey, I want to be there and support every single one of our guests, every single person that's here. Again, the beauty and unity of what we all do. We're going to have 10 realtors, 20 artists, 10 musicians, you name it, a little bit of everything and everybody, but it's the collaboration, how we can all grow together and be a part of everything we are doing, sharing the showcase. If you have an event, let us know so we can let everybody know to be there as well. And thank you again, everybody. And thank you all so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you, Miss Rita.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
They get hearts for that. Yeah. So I'll definitely get hearts for that. So
Fiesta with Jesus.
Amen. All right, everybody. We will be right back. All right, everybody. We are back and we have our next guest. And she's going to be uplifting us today with her amazing business. And I want you to tell everybody about yourself and what you do.
I am Maria Rocha. If you want to get professional, it's Reverend Maria Rocha. I'm also a chaplain. I'm also a hospice chaplain, counselor, and a minister.
Amen.
And author. Upcoming author.
Yes.
And my poetry, yes.
And we'll definitely have you back on with your book to showcase that. So
absolutely.
We all could use a little ministry in our lives. And, so I'm very thankful that you're here today.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your business.
My business right now, one of the main things that I'm working on is providing counseling to everyone, right? Everyone, individual counseling, group counseling, and support groups. But one of the things that I'm focusing on right now, or that I've been led to focus on, is trauma. Helping others through trauma and counseling and providing that support because, one, we all need it.
Yes.
And it seems like after COVID, like we all need it even more. So that's something that I'm helping provide for right now.
And that's very helpful because when you say trauma, it's like, I know I didn't endure trauma, but emotionally, I had my son at 45 years of age. Okay. Most women don't even dare going there, but I did. And he's 5 now, and he was a miracle and a blessing. But I ended up with severe postpartum depression and anxiety. I ended up with preeclampsia. And it was just one of the hardest things that I ever had to endure in my life. And honestly, the day they were already doing the epidural for, when he was being born, the thing that saved me was prayer. Prayer saved me through everything, even till this day. And one of the things that when you talked about COVID, everything that I was doing back in 2019, he was born February 15, 2019. When I developed the severe postpartum depression anxiety, it was to the point where I could not leave my house. I could not leave. My husband was like, let's go for a ride, need some fresh air. I was like, no, it was just an impending doom that just fell over me. I felt like if I left the house, something was going to happen. I didn't want anything to happen to my son. I didn't want anything to happen to me or my family. So I just could not leave my house. And the thing that, again, the power of prayer got me through my days, but I never thought in my life I would have ever experienced anything like that. So when my husband would come home from work, he worked for Christus Santa Rosa. It was like, take off your clothes and put them in the washer. Don't touch us. Right. Lysol yourself, sanitize yourself, do all that stuff, but stay away from us until you're clean. So I was doing all of that stuff before COVID and the pandemic hit. So when it hit, it made it 10 times more stressful. Like, oh my goodness, now I can't really go out, and we had just started kind of going out a little bit, and I started doing my thing and taking my son to work with me because it was a closed environment. But during the pandemic, it just brought more of that anxiety. So again, the power of prayer is what helped me get through every single day. And, now that I know you now, I wish I would have known you then, just to have that person to, to call and pray for, over the situation. I have a lot of amazing friends that I could just pick up the phone and call them and reach out to them and we pray together and stuff. But to know that, hey, we have a chaplain, we have somebody, this is part of her business and what she does, it's very, very important. And knowing that what I went through up until this day of, the having him at such a later age did affect a lot in me. And I always say, oh my gosh, I feel broken inside, not broken as emotionally, mentally, but broken inside. And it leads up to a lot of what I'm experiencing today, but I don't want to claim any of that. I was like, I'm not going to, put any of those words, and I'm going to just let it go. And I claim victory, and healing and the power of prayer that y'all have done, for myself and another, woman that's going to be going through surgery as well. And knowing that feeling of empowerment and prayer is what is bringing us all together. So I applaud you in what you do, and having to, it's not like you're taking our burdens, but you're helping us lay our burdens at God's feet and saying, Lord, take this off, so your inspiration is keeping me inspired to continue to be here and do what I do. So I thank you for everything that you do as well.
Thank you. And it's a blessing and an honor to be here. And it's a blessing and an honor to be able to provide prayer and encouragement and support to others. And when I speak, when I say, being a chaplain and being a minister and being a counselor, this is my life. Yeah. This is my life. This is, there's no, let me take off my hat and then I'll do this. No, this is what I do. Yeah. And I do this also, not only as a calling, but also because of my own experiences. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm very grateful now that I can use my experiences to be able to help and support others. So I totally get what where you're coming from, and the age and the child and feeling broken inside, not broken again, like you said, emotionally, although some people do feel that way. but feeling broken because we're kind of, we get to a certain age, us women, where everything really does seem like it's broken inside.
Yeah.
It feels like, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
You know, or I had this one friend who said, I coughed the other day and this felt like it was breaking. And then I sneezed and this felt like, and I get where she's coming from. Yeah. But going back to what we were also talking about is, as a hospice chaplain, I also felt going into different homes where people were dying of COVID and other diseases. And then other people, family were coming in to visit the person that was dying. Who knows if they might have been carrying COVID. So that was something that kind of messed with a lot of our heads. Yeah. And as a Christian or as a believer or being spiritual or religious, it still has a tendency to mess with us. Yeah. And thank goodness and thank God that we have prayer where we can go up and pray for such things, and thank God for those prayer warriors and those friends and those close friends that we have that we can go to for prayer. But there is also that thing where sometimes we don't want to burden our friends. Yeah. And sometimes we don't want to expose certain areas of our lives to even our closest friends or family members, because then we have, what are they going to think? What is my coworker going to think? My coworker is going to think that I'm not able to do this job, or I'm not able to do whatever it is that I've been called to do. And so we kind of hold back. Yeah. And so many of us have been on survivor mode for so long that we don't even know the difference anymore.
Yes, exactly.
So then, being able to pray, having support, having counseling services, and just someone to talk to, non-judgment, non-critical, non-criticizing, just someone who's just there to listen and encourage. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do, and I'm very blessed to be able to do it.
Amen. And going back to like what you said, for me, when I found out about the cancerous tumor, it did take a little bit for me to even share, because I didn't know what was happening. Yeah. I needed to get all the results in and all the procedures done and so forth prior to my surgery. So once I got the final, when I did my last exam with the CT, that was the ultimate of, okay, now I can share, because I know. Because I think if I would have announced it a long time ago, oh, what's going on? What's this? And I didn't know. I didn't know myself. But going through it, not alone, because I did have my family going through it, but even telling my mom to the very end, because she's the ultimate, like the one that would break down and cry, I'm her daughter and all this stuff. But I felt like I needed to know all the results first before I told her and sit down with her and so forth. And I'm thankful that she's come back home to live with us, to take care with my son and so forth. And I have my Jazzy, my 20-year-old, that also helps out tremendously. And my husband's truly supportive in everything in this journey that I'm doing. But I do relate to when you say holding back and not saying anything, because and it wasn't the fear of oh, what are they going to think, because I have a truly amazing group of people that are just so amazingly supportive of everything that I do for them and for the communities of San Antonio. And I think that part was never a factor. I think just knowing that if I had to speak it, and I never claimed it, I never wanted that to be a part of my dialogue, but it was happening, and I knew mentally I'm inspiration for life, I have to continue to be that inspiration and keeping myself uplifted, and still posting uplifting things on social media to let them know I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm still going to be here and there, but because I think I didn't want to break down and cry. That's why I stopped doing my live broadcasting, my typical live on air with Rita show that I do Monday through Friday, because I just didn't want to break down and cry. So that's why I haven't been doing my shows, y'all. And so it did take a lot out of me, but I think I'm all cried out. It's like I'm done with that. Yeah. You know what? The surgery hasn't happened, but I'm an overcomer now. Absolutely. I'm gonna continue to be that inspiration to let anybody know that's going through this that we can get it done. Yeah.
Well, I think that one of the things is that I've learned through hospice is that a lot of people that are sick, they don't want to, expose themselves or tell other people what they're going through, because even though they need that support and encouragement, they still want to protect their loved ones. And I can honestly say that as well, that might have been something as well, that you were going through, and not wanting to protect your mom too. I am very guilty of that, of wanting to protect my loved ones, particularly my mom. And just because we just love our family so much that sometimes we're just willing to take on whatever it is that we got to take on ourselves, for ourselves, until the next step. But I'm very thankful, and I truly believe that, not only God's done it for me. One of the ladies was just telling me now that by looking at you, I would never know that you're going through what you've gone through or what you're going through. And no, people don't know. People don't know that I recently went through brain surgery. People don't know that. And people don't know the darkness that I went through. And so when you say I'm all cried out, I totally get that. Because I also think that God tells us, you want to cry, go ahead and cry. And we cry. But then there's something that happens where he says, go ahead. And we're trying to cry, and sometimes we don't, because we can't. We're either all cried out, or we realize God's got my back. And so I'd really love to be able to provide that for others. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like, and something that may seem so insignificant, but it's significant to you, please reach out to, either if you can't get a hold of me, reach out to Rita. Rita will get a hold of me, and we'll just take on whatever needs to be taken on together, because you do not have to go through this alone, whatever it may be. And my counseling services is called Every Heart Counts, because every heart has to count.
Yes.
Sometimes we've been told that, we've been pushed to the side, but no. Every heart counts. So.
And I feel like we've done a personal session here, in front of the audience here. So I feel that's how I know I feel good about talking about it. That it's, it doesn't make me break down and cry. I feel empowered, saying, you know what, I'm not going to let this take over me. I'm not going to let this, I'm going to get my surgery. I'm going to get my 2 weeks rest for sure. So y'all can still call me or, do it, but I'm not going to be going out to the communities until after I'm ready to go, after the 2 weeks. But knowing that I mentally am saying that ahead of time, and preparing myself for what's to come, because I'm going to need my rest.
Absolutely.
And knowing that you're here, providing that prayers, to say, hey, Rita, I'm here for you. And I truly appreciate that. So,
absolutely.
And again, how can we find you on social media?
So on Facebook, I forgot the whole title thing, but you can also look me up under Blessed Union, or Every Heart Counts, a Blessed Union Ministry. And then you can look up my personal thing is under Marie Rocha. And get a hold of me through there. You can give me a call, email me as well. We can do that as well.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and I am here with the lovely Roslyn. Oh my goodness, Roslyn, thank you for always being here with us on our Live on Air with Rita show that we do. This is our show premiere, and I am so excited about everything that we're doing together. Our partnership, I am so thankful to It's Already Done Ministries and having us as part of your organization, and our partnership is going to be doing so many things here in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on, Rita. I'm so excited.
Let's talk about at least the next upcoming big events that are happening, because I know there's a lot of stuff they're doing, so you have to go to their website and but you have a big one coming up.
So our biggest one that we have coming up is July the 27th. It seems far away, but it's really not. That event is called Goodies for Your Hoodies. For those of you who don't know, we absolutely depend on Rita for our media. And so we were together last year, right? We moved to a new location, which is going to be a Silverado Event Center. That's located in Atascosa, but it's still part of Bexar County. And this is our first time we have an indoor-outdoor event. and we're going to have everything from riding ponies to chili cook-offs to car shows. It's just going to be so much stuff going on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, live worship music, and it's just going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be wonderful for all ages, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to see when you put all this together, what it's going to look like with the media side.
And what is the purpose for this event?
Good question. So, as you know, we help aging out foster care kids. This is our fundraiser.
Okay.
And what we do is we help aging out foster care kids. We help kids that are transitioning out of the military for whatever reason. And then we also help our Ayers halfway house kids that are in juvenile. And what we do is it's called Goodies for Your Hoodies. And we provide the goodies, and you provide the hoodies.
Or cash donations.
Or cash donations. And so, like I said, it is a fundraiser. We're hoping that at some point we could get a transition home. Right now we're partnering with several different locations. And so it's just an opportunity to get kids in from all the transition homes, children's homes. They come out. It's open to the public. It's open for all families to just come out and have a really good time.
And, you know, my experience last year being a part of it and capturing the footage and the video and the interviews, the live broadcasting and walking around and just literally capturing the essence of your full event. I was there from the very beginning to the very end.
Yes, you were.
And it was well worth it when you do something like that in media, knowing that you're going to capture all these stories and everything that is happening. So that's a part of what Inspiration for Life Media does. And that was kind of, I know we were doing other things before, but that was the pivotal point of knowing we need to work together.
I agree.
This is something that, you know, we're parallel in our, you know, mission, vision, and purpose, and what we're trying to do and serve the communities of San Antonio.
Absolutely.
So we really do hope that you can be a part of it. If you want to be a part of it personally as a sponsor or a vendor, please reach out to Rosalind, because it is definitely worth it, and knowing that there's going to be an indoor-outdoor component to it. I know my husband's also going to be there doing art for a cause.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because we're going to have a silent auction for the first time. Yes, and I'm so excited about Blas even saying I'm in. You know, I mean, his artwork is just phenomenal. So I'm so grateful for that.
And a portion of the proceeds, 50% of the proceeds, are also going to be donated back to It's Already Done ministry. So he was there last year. My Jazzy, my AJ were there last year. So they enjoyed it. My husband enjoyed the massage. So I hope we have another massage going on.
I didn't even mention we had the masseuses out there as well. It's just so much going on out there. I don't know did either one of the kids get a chance to get the face painting done?
Yes, AJ got a little bit of everything.
Yes, he did. He was moving around everywhere.
He even took over our show.
He did.
He was like, move over, Mom and Rosalind. I'm coming to the lives. I'm like, oh my goodness. So
he definitely did.
he took over everything. So just AJ already knows the business, so he knows like, when is it my turn? You know. But knowing that everything you're doing, again, for the communities, but also for the age out and the foster kids that you're trying to help out, is a huge blessing. That's one thing that I love about what we do through Inspiration for Life as well, is we're continuing the legacy of showcasing local heroes. We started off that back in the day with our radio station. Cassandra Lazenby from Ken's 5 came on our show as one of our local heroes. She's like, who does this? Who is doing this? And I let her know about what we're doing. And we got our segment of Inspiration for Life Local Heroes on Ken's 5 Great Day SA for 5 years. So that was an amazing blessing and opportunity for us to do that, and continue to do that through our magazines and our live shows and, you know, just presenting them. So I'm very thankful to you, Rosalind, for allowing us to also present more local heroes at your event.
Well, I want to make sure that the people know how many years you've been doing this, Rita.
Oh, well, as y'all know, 15 years immediate. This is my 15-year anniversary, but I'm not even really putting the celebration as big as it should be, because like I said, I want to take care of my health. I want to make sure I'm doing good, and I have to say no to a lot of things right now to prioritize for myself and my family. So it's okay to say no, y'all. All of y'all that are watching, you know, it's okay to take care of yourself, but always put your faith and your family and your business, everything in that order, so that, you know, you prioritize. And it just leaves my life wholesome. I feel like everything's going to be falling into the right places. And it's not my time in any way. It's God's time.
That's right.
How he wants it all to be. So if we do it when we're our 16-year anniversary, hey, even better. But I'm just thankful that we all can come together and support one another and do that. Hence the beauty in unity. All right, come on now. Come on now. That's her cue. Oh, thank you, Miss Anna.
You're welcome.
I love that. I love that. And the beauty and unity of what we're all doing
That's
together. All the guests that have been on the show, that have been on the show from day one, our first interview, musicians and artists and talent, and the people in the city of San Antonio would cover culture and food and just everything. It's just an amazing thing. And also working with a documentary series. It's all about the beauty and unity.
Yes.
You know, a lot of the times we'll have many people in the same industry that we're covering, or you know, even in our magazines. It's all about, you know what, how can we all work together? How can we all say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to come out and support you.
That's exactly
and then
right.
you come out to my, you know, event that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Because if you're just too busy waiting for everybody to come to you and doing what you're doing and not giving that support back, even if it's a simple like on Facebook or a comment or you know, just share something. What's the number one thing I always tell you to do when you're posting?
Make sure I tag you.
Yes.
Yeah,
I always tell them, make sure you tag me, because if I don't know, I'm not a mind reader.
That's right.
If I don't know what's going on and then I find out, oh, wow, they had an event and I didn't show up, just tag me. That way I can either share it or get your flyer and add it to our magazine. You know, we're gonna do anything we can to let everybody know about what you all are doing. So the cool thing and the reason why we're bringing out the shirt, the Beauty and Unity, we just had our conference back in February.
Sure did.
And the lovely Jessica Medrano, Creative Designs, she created this shirt for us for the Beauty and Unity conference. So on top of the other fundraisers that we're doing for my surgery that I'll be having upcoming, we're taking orders for the shirts, for the Beauty and Unity shirts. So if you want to have one of these, please reach out to myself, Ana Banda, or Miss Roslyn. We're very thankful to you, Jessica Medrano, with Creative Designs, for creating our Beauty and Unity shirts.
And it's such a nice shirt.
Yes.
It feels so nice.
Yeah. So I love that. And I love the logo.
I do
it's
too.
It's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
You know, got the little two hearts there. So we hope you can purchase one of these to help out for the surgery fundraiser as well.
And they're great gifts.
All right, Ms. Roslyn. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for everything that you do for Inspiration for Life and myself. And how can they find you on social media and your website?
You can find us on Facebook under IADM Presents.
And you also have the Sisters Supporting Sisters that you do every Tuesday.
Yes, we have a podcast every Tuesday. You can go on Facebook and find it under IADM Presents, Sisters Supporting Sisters.
Awesome. And that is a great show to tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I was also one of the guests. Ana Banda was also one of the guests. So you'll catch a lot of the amazing people that we're working with also with Miss Roslyn and It's Already Done Ministries. Well, thank you so much, Miss Roslyn. I love you, girl.
I love you too.
I love you so much. She gets a heart. We're going to give her a heart. And you know what? Who else we're going to give a heart to? Steven. Thank you so much for everything you do for us as well with Static TV. And we will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back with the final segment with Live on Air with Rita show premiere here at Mi Familia at the Rim. I am truly, truly humbled by this amazing experience that we're able to bring you, this amazing showcase of amazing people, businesses, small businesses, nonprofits, artists, musicians, talent, you name it, and realtors. So this is a great thing that we're here to showcase not only that, but also great food here in the city of San Antonio. I'm very thankful to you, Gerardo, from the bottom of my heart, to the Cortez family, Mi Familia at the Rim, for everything that y'all have done to support me in our journey through Inspiration for Life.
Well, we're honored to have you here. And I'm sorry, but we give hugs here. So welcome.
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here.
Again, everybody, y'all have look, this is the time where I'm going to cry, y'all. This is the time when you know you're working with amazing people who set aside and say, I feel like this place is also my home. I've even asked for a spare closet for, when I'm here doing markets, like I need a bed and a little side closet here. But I feel like I am home here with Mi Familia at the Rim, the Cortez family, and also with you, Gerardo, and Sal and Rudy and everybody else. Yes. And I don't want to forget anybody that has been a part of my journey since we've been here doing our shows.
And we will be back with the lives, don't get me wrong on that. Let's jump right into the amazing food. I cannot wait. Everything looks delicious. We were behind the scenes and hearing all the sizzles and all the fast pace. When they say take the heat, get out of the kitchen, that's what I sure did. I'm like, it's a little hot in here. But let's talk about what we have here today.
Well, we have a parrilla. This is one of our most popular dishes, and it really not just for mi familia, but for la margarita, mi tierra, pico de gallo. We sell tons of these products for this place, and what it is just a combination of different items. We have fajitas in there, beef fajitas. We have chicken pollo al carbón. That's what we call it, and it's a grilled chicken. We have sausage. We have chile relleno. Carnitas, just a little bit of everything.
Un poquito de todo.
That's right, and it's wonderful. You need to come out and try it.
Yes.
You will love it. And of course, it comes with the rice, the beans, the guacamole, pico de gallo, tortillas, and of course,
mira.
Margaritas.
Las margaritas. Salud.
Salud.
Yay, that's what we're talking about here. And I know that y'all are famous for your margaritas, but y'all are also famous for your bakery, your pastries. We have a little bit of everything here. We would have brought the whole bakery back here, but they said only 4, limit to 4 for your show.
Yeah, the bakery is wonderful. Everything that we have here at Mi Familia is baked at Mi Tierra. We transport that every day here. So just a wonderful product. Instead of you going downtown to Mi Tierra, just come to Mi Familia.
Yes.
You don't have to fight with parking or anything like that. So.
And downtown is pretty much my home, downtown area, Southtown, King William. But we are bringing all of that here as well. To Mi Familia at the Rim, we're giving everybody that experience so that you don't also have to be doing that over there. Come over here to experience that. And another great thing that we're doing as well is every month we're doing mercaditos here, kind of like our markets that we do through Inspiration for Life and Shop Local San Antonio. So once a month, just take a look at our calendar. We literally have it filled for the entire year. I block those dates down. And then for the summer, also stay tuned for a farmer's market.
Right.
That's going to be on the agenda as well. So every month here at Mi Familia at the Rim, we do have mercaditos. We bring out about 20 vendors, up the most 22, so we can limit the space for everybody to enjoy and shop with everybody. But not just that, y'all have music, talent, comedy shows.
Yes, we have a lot of things going on besides the mercaditos, which has taken off very quickly.
Yes.
I mean, as soon as we started, we had a crowd here. But we also have a lot of events going on. On Tuesdays, we have trivia nights.
Ooh.
Wednesdays, we have Cleto Rodriguez and comedy nights. Thursdays, we have Noche de Romance with Gerardo Flores and Ramiro Villarreal. And then Fridays, we have Noches Bohemias with trios. Saturdays, we have Noches de Fiesta with mariachi. And then we finish on Sunday brunch with the piano.
So. I love that. And y'all also do special occasions. Y'all did the Valentine's. My whole family was able to come out and enjoy a delicious dinner for a Valentine's special. It was beautiful. It was our anniversary. So we truly appreciate y'all for being a part of that with our family as well. And then for New Year's Eve, every New Year's Eve, y'all do some special events as well, where y'all can book that from like 6 all the way to midnight, get dinner, all the great stuff.
And we have one new thing. They just started this past weekend. We have a food truck after hours. As soon as we close the restaurant at 10 p.m., as soon as we close the restaurant, we open up a food truck right on our parking lot.
Wow. And what time is that till?
Till 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Fridays and Saturdays only. Right now.
Stay tuned.
We'll add more days as we move forward.
And my mind is already thinking, stay tuned for the midnight hours mercadito.
Hey,
like Market Square. It's like Market Square. You know what? Wherever we are at and supporting Mi Familia at the Rim, people will show up. We have amazing partners such as It's Already Done Ministries and Ana Banda, with Steven with Static TV. I mean, everybody that has been on the show today and all the past shows that we've been bringing on to do our new and improved Live on Air with Rita show. Because like I said, before we were doing them as live and just sitting there kind of on the chair and the table, but we're trying to bring a new experience, bringing people to the restaurant and filming and doing more of the highlights. They love this experience. People love to see themselves on the big screen, which we will be doing pretty soon as well. And that's going to be, the starting point of the films and the show premieres. We look forward to doing that more often.
Yeah, and to us, it's not just doing these events to do events. This is
part of the service that we
Yes.
provide to our community. And that's really the main reason why we do all these events,
Yes.
why we've gone into the late hours with this food truck. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I
But
believe, I
it's
can
part
imagine.
of our commitment to our community.
Yes, and I love everything you're doing. I love the food. I've tried pretty much every single dish here, and y'all have never disappointed. And I am so thankful again for everything that you do for us. And for more information on Mi Familia at the Rim, you can go to lafamiliacortez.com. That's definitely going to be the place where you can get everything that you need. Also, when y'all are hiring.
Yes.
So I know currently y'all are also hiring.
Always looking for personnel.
Yes. So get on there. All the information that you need will be on their website. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being part of Live on Air with Rita show premiere here at Mi Familia at the Rim. If you have any other questions, you can go to inspirationforlife.org, click on contact, and send me a message on any of the guests that we have on the show today. So thank you so much once again. This is Rita Hernandez.
Gerardo Carvajal, come and see us.
Get inspired, be inspired, stay inspired. Bye.